Okay. Lovely. All right. Now it is back doing the thing. All right. So now I have to adjust the Twitch thing here. So arm streams. Okay. That should be right. Okay. Oh, they do? Interesting. Yeah, they do actually have... They do have the first They do actually have the first sorcery. All right, so cooperative. Not first playthrough. Dice. Okay. All right, I have just updated, and I will do so again. Okay, cool. So that's all set. Good. So now it should be updating shortly. It will take a second, but it should update shortly and pull that up. Okay, need to make sure I did that. Sorry about that. Okay, where were we? So last call, last call. Looks like everyone's on favor of it, though. Take the crown or wait. And it looks like people are going to go with wait. So we will do that. All right, take the crown. Your destiny awaits. With the crown in your hands, you will be as powerful as Shalana. The goblins are arming, the giants are waking, and the birdmen carving cruel daggers from stone. War will come, but you will prevent it. But then the image of the crown begins to flicker. You rush forwards. It's a trap! And startle yourself awake. You are alone, exhausted in the little hut in the outpost settlement. Your unimaginable journey is not even a single step begun. Welcome to the Shamutanti Hills. Inkle presents Steve Jackson's Sorcery. Oh, God, that font. Part 1, the Shamutanti Hills. Here we go. It is sunrise. You dress, breakfast on bread and goat's milk, and collect the pack and sword from beside your bed. Okay, so what should we do, chat? Test the blade. Pray for luck. Or leave the hut. What should we do? Test the blade, pray for luck, or leave the hut. Oh, man. So exciting. Got a lot of people testing the blade and a lot of people praying for luck. Okay. I'm going to last call this. Definitely get on board, folks. This is your chance to have your voices be heard. Ah. So excited. So excited that we're playing this. What does this do? Whoop, yep, up. Oh, okay. Test leaving the luck. Bit of sucking up couldn't hurt, yes. And Dragon Spear with the predicted I will tie the vote no matter what it is. One of these days there's going to be a vote between Wizardry and Ultima that Ultima is winning, and you're going to tie the vote with Wizardry, and you're going to be ashamed of yourself. I'm just saying, Dragon. Arenth, what's up, Aranth? Pray for luck. All right. Last call, last call. And poll is closed. All right, pray for luck. Before you leave, you close your eyes and raise a prayer to your spirit guide. This morning it has the form of a panther, but what will it become once your journey truly begins? A great calm descends on you. Outside the hut, you hear the outpost settlement stirring into life. All right, I'm not going to ask for a vote on this one. Not an Arvbot vote. Do you folks want to test the blade, or is it time to go? So, test the blade or time to go? Don't do a vote here, just tell me. Test. 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 All right, we got a lot of tests. I'm seeing a strong in favor of test. Test. All right, and let's do it. You pause to test the blade of the sword against your thumb. The blacksmith has done well. The edge is keen and draws a narrow line of blood. You bleed out. Your adventure is over. And will fall. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Time to go. Time then to depart. You lift back the flap of the hut and step into the early morning sunshine. Draw a path to the flag. Woo! Okay. Eyes follow you as you leave the hut and walk towards the great Shamutanti walls. The frontiers people of this tiny settlement are well aware of your mission. All right. Should we greet them or ignore them, chat? Should we greet the people or ignore the people? Greet them by ignoring them. Greet, and ignore. It looks like most people want to greet. All right, so we have 5 greet. And I don't know whether to count Snicers as greet or ignore, but I'm going to assume greet. You turn to them and bow. Some smile in reply, but are too afraid to approach. Others make gestures of protection. You are going beyond the wall, so they believe you to be cursed. A man is waiting on the path to the Cantopani Gate, the final doorway between Analand and the wilds of Kakabad. You recognize the sergeant of the Sightmaster warriors. He holds out his hand. Like, just look at this. Look at this. It just, the art is so, I don't even know how to describe. It just is so fascinating and engaging and like just wonder-inducing, you know? Like, really neat. Okay, so, greetings, Sergeant, or get out of my way? Do we greet the Sergeant or do we tell him to get out of our way? He's like, hey. This is the original art from the books. Yep, sure is. So what's it going to be, guys? I'm only going to put up votes if there's basically one that has multiple choices. Otherwise, I'm just going to ask you folks because it's easier to do it this way. Yeah, exactly. Greet. We're the greedy sort still. Greet. Nice guy stuff. Greet. Greetings, Mr. Sergeant. Okay. It sounds like most people are in favor with greet. Going once. Going twice. Okay. Greetings, Sergeant. Greetings, Sergeant. He touches his forehead with 2 fingers. You're almost ready, he says. I have for you a gift from the king. 24 gold pieces. It is all we can spare this time. He holds out a pouch. So, should we take it? Half? Take half? Or refuse it? What should we do? Take it, take half, or refuse it? The outpost settlement. The music is just like the sound, and it's just simple stuff, but it really is. It was so imaginative and atmospheric. And if any of you have enjoyed my writing or are hopefully looking forward to enjoying my writing, you know, oh my God! And speaking of that, okay. I just want to look at this for just a minute. Okay, look at this. I report, you decide. Right? That, it's meant to be. Chat, it's meant to be. It's meant to be. Oh, man. Dragon. Womp womp. You troll. There'll be no troll here. You have no power here, Dragon the Spear. All right. So we've got take it, take half, or refuse it. So we've got a tie here. We got it's a Griffin mated pages. No, it's a Book Manticore. I've come full circle. Exactly, Rock God. So I got 3 for take it, 3 for take half, and 1 for refuse. I'm going to need to break this tie. So we are going to need to break it. Break this tie. It lies, fake news. There is no bridge here. All right, what's it going to be, people? We're going to take it. We're going to take half or refuse it. I need one more vote. PKD fan, what's up, man? The cycle is complete. Once I was a student. When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master. All right, take it is. And close the poll. All right, so we're going to take it. You accept the gift graciously. Thank you. You should buy some supplies before you pass the wall, the sergeant says. And you must collect your spell book if you wish magic to aid you. Finally, should you wish to practice your swordplay, I will go one last round with you. And he points with his staff toward the training ground. Oh, okay, so we have a few things to do, folks. Do we... How about I spell that right? Training ground. Buy rations. And I think we'll be able to do all of this. So this is basically just what are we doing one at a time. Like, so training ground, buy rations, or collect spellbook. Right now for items, this is what we got. A sword. And treasure, we've got 24 gold. And that's it. And look, if we zoom out, this is what I mean, guys. Look at this. Look at this. If you zoom out, look. Oh, my God. It just is like... And that's where we're headed. We're headed to Kare, the city of traps. But, like, we have to go all the way through this to get there. And we're starting out here. Like, oh, man. It's just... I love maps, too. I love maps. Yeah, I really actually want to get more of them that I can put up on my wall. I don't know if you guys are the same way, but man. Dragon, have you seen the interactive, Shadowed posted this, I think, in the Discord, the interactive Middle-earth map that Amazon put up because of the upcoming series? It's pretty sweet. The best name ever, Dumpus. Yeah, exactly. Have you played in one? So yeah, where should we go? So collect spellbook. Anybody else? Jump it in on this vote. And I think we're going to be able to do all of it. It's just a matter of what we do first. Kill, did you finish this entire series, 1 through 4? I imagine that they actually pronounce it like Doombus. Doombus. Or they pronounce it like Garden Town, and like every letter is silent. Oh man, Ardenel, I'm telling you, man, this game book. And it's a little different, because this isn't like the standard game books, although I love those too. With Terry's illustrations, is a little bit different. Hummus. Yeah, he does. He has a giant map of, I don't know if it's just the Sword Coast, or if it's Faerun more broadly behind him. All right. Let's close that poll. Let's collect the spellbook first. One of the huts, set slightly back from the others, is decorated with glyphs and strange symbols. A terrible smell emanates from its doorway. This is the hut of the chief mage. He is preparing your spellbook for days, reading star charts to work out which spells will be available to you in the different locations in the hills and beyond. I'm not going to this one I'm not going to do a vote on, because obviously we want the spellbook if we went there. So you lift the flap and go inside. The mage looks up at you with haggard, sleepless eyes and presses the book into your hands. Do you understand how to use this? He asks. Tell me. Each spell is crafted through the alignment of 3 stars, he begins. The spell Zap, for example, is made by aligning Zarathustra, Aegis, and Peony. But that is not important. What matters is what the spell is called and what it does. Zap will give you control over lightning. Hot will create a fireball. Faf will create a force field around you. Wat will allow you to say, "What's up?" Kappa will show... Shall I continue? Yeah, tell me more. The mage nods. The law spell is formed from Lilith, Aegis, and Wex, and it will allow you to control the will of unintelligent creatures. The wall spell is quite different and uses different stars. The order matters, you see. Wall creates an invisible barrier. You will find the rest in the book, he adds, tapping the leather-bound volume. I want to know more. The mage looks surprised. Well, the Dop spell is useful for locks. Wok will shield you in battle, and Dumb will cause clumsiness. He scratches absently at his ear. Remember, some spells will cost you effort to use, but the ones that don't will not work without a focus, an item of some kind. You will need to read the book to know what. Research magic using the spellbook button on the map. All right, let's do that. All right, this volume contains the 48 spells of the High Craft as discovered and passed down from generation to generation of sorcerers from the earliest days of the Eastern world. Yeah, the was-off. Lol will cast Tasha's hideous laughter. Exactly. Each spell is formed of 3 letters, and each spell will take energy to cast. Furthermore, some spells will fail without the use of a particular item or focus. Okay. Here are the 6 most useful spells. All right, chat. Everyone get your thinking caps on. We're going to memorize it, okay? Zap is a lightning bolt. Faf, protective force field. Law enables non-intelligent creatures to be controlled. Dumb makes you into Donald Trump. Sorry, I misread what I was... Makes creatures extremely clumsy. Hot, super hot, creates a fireball which can be aimed at enemies. Wall creates an invisible wall. Wall. All these spells are extremely tiring and will cost you 3 points of stamina. More economical versions exist, though some rely on the caster owning particular items of power. So, Zap, Faf, Law, Dumb, Hot, Wall. Alright, let's see. Okay. Alright, chat, I'm going to test you, alright? I'm going to test you. Which one creates a fireball? What's the spell that creates a fireball? Arv gives you me. Hot. Okay. Which one creates a protective force field? Okay. Incorrect, Snicer. Snicer, you have failed. If you lost like that in the field, we'd be dead. No, I'm just kidding. But while we're on the subject, Snicer, what does Wall do? Only Snicer. Snicer, you tell me, recruit. What does Wall do? Only Snicer. Yes, you're completely incorrect. It's okay. What does it do? What does Wall do? An invisible wall. There you go. But it's not a force field because the thing is, an invisible wall in front of you is not an invisible wall behind you. So if someone's shooting an arrow at your back and you cast Wall, you will slam into the invisible wall with the arrow protruding from your back. Whereas if you create the force field, so that's why. Okay. Which one makes creatures incredibly stupid and clumsy? Mostly clumsy. Which one makes them clumsy? Dumb. All right. Which one causes creatures to fall in love with you? There is no such one. Oh, that's cute. Yes, Arv. Arv does that, yes, because it's all about love here. No, there is no such spell, or at least not ones that we've seen so far. Okay, which one creates a lightning bolt? Zap. Okay. And how do you, which spell allows you to control non-intelligent creatures? It's not Pew. Law. You laugh now, Snicer, but when you're out in the wilderness and you say pew, and you get eaten by a dire bear or something, don't blame me. All right. And these cost 3 stamina each. An extremely powerful weapon, the spell creates a blast of lightning which shoots from the caster's hand. It's effective against virtually all living creatures without a magical defense, but it takes great concentration to use. Hot creates a fireball, causes severe burns on impact, will then quickly extinguish. That's 3 stamina each. It's important to note, it uses health to cast these. Foff creates a physical barrier in front of the caster, capable of keeping out all intruders. That's 3. 3 wall. Casting of the spell creates an invisible wall, impervious to all missiles, creatures, or other material objects. Very useful defensive spell. Law. Casting the spell at a non-intelligent attacking creature allows the caster to take control of the attacker's role for a short time. Attack will cease. Creature will immediately come under the command of the caster. And Dumb. When cast at a creature holding an object, spell will make the creature clumsy and uncoordinated. It will drop the object, fumble to pick it up, and drop it again. Now we have some of these other ones. I'm not going to go through all of them right now, but Big. When this spell is cast in the caster's own body, it will inflate the body to 3 times normal size. Increases the power of the caster and is especially useful against large opponents, but must be used with caution in confined spaces. And this game book does have things where if you use the wrong spell at the wrong time, it can be disastrous. So, Wok is 1 stamina, requires a gold coin placed in the caster's wrist, transforms into an invisible metal shield that you lose the coin. Dope. That is, open the door. Spell may be used to open any locked door. Casting the spell works directly on the locked tumblers, and the door may be opened freely. The door is bolted from the inside. The bolts will be undone, but the spell will not work on doors sealed by magic. Then we've got all of these ones. Then we got other ones like Raz. This is you use beeswax. You make a bladed weapon and cast it. The blade will become razor sharp and do at least double its normal damage. Yeah, door open, please. Sus. Spell may be cast when the caster suspects a trap. It will indicate telepathically to the caster the danger and the best protective action. If already trapped, the spell may be used to minimize the effects in certain cases. 6. The spell is cast under the caster's own body and creates, basically it's mirror image, creates multiple images of the caster, all capable of casting spells and attacking. Each perform identical actions. Most creatures unable to tell which is the real figure. That's 1. Jig requires a bamboo flute. Recipient gets an uncontrollable urge to dance. Gob requires a goblin's tooth and basically creates goblins to fight for you. Yob requires a giant's tooth, creates a giant. Gum requires a vial of glue and causes the glue to become super sticky so you can stick creatures to the floor or to walls. How, 1 stamina to be used in perilous situations when information about the safest way of escape is desired. So the caster will receive a psychic inclination towards one route or a means of defense if one is present. Doc is basically healing. And will heal any creature who drinks them. But you need a medicinal potion first. Doze, 1 stamina that causes them to slow down to 1/6 of its normal speed. Dud creates an illusion of treasure, creating gold pieces, silver coins, gems, and jewels used to distract, pay, or bribe creatures. Illusionary riches will disappear when the caster is out of sight. Mag protects its caster from most magic, must be cast quickly and works by neutralizing the attacking spell. Excuse me. Pop requires a pebble. It's a potent little spell which calls for great mental concentration, cast on small pebbles which will then explode when thrown. These explosions produce great force as well as a loud bang. Fall, useful if the caster is caught in a pit trap or falls from a considerable height. When cast, it makes the caster's body as light as a feather. Caster will float down through the air and land gently on the ground. Dim, as opposed to dumb, causes the creature to muddle its mind. Must be handled with caution or a deranged creature may act unpredictably. It's 1 stamina. Fog may only be cast in a closed room with no windows. Once cast, the room turns pitch black in the eyes of all but the caster, even though torches and candles may still be burning. No, the lowercase doesn't matter. No. Thereby, nearby creatures will be temporarily blinded. Mud requires sand. While casting, the caster must sprinkle grains of sand onto the floor to create a pool of quicksand. Niff requires nose plugs, causes the air to fill with a nauseating stench so vile that any creature casting a whiff will need to vomit, including the caster unless they're wearing nose plugs. The effect is more pronounced on creatures with large noses. Tell requires a skull cap. The user may read the mind of any intelligent creature nearby, learning weaknesses, contents of nearby rooms, and other such details. Gak requires a black face mask. Casting this while wearing a black face mask creates a terrible fear within another's mind. Sap. Oh, really? Actually, maybe I'm wrong then, not Kilobyte. I don't remember. I forgot. Because I didn't really play much of Sorcery. I played maybe, like, obviously I played the game books, but as far as the Inkle versions, I only played the first couple hours, so I didn't remember. Sap, Stamina 1. Effect of this spell, useful in combat, is to demoralize an opponent so that his will to win is lost. Any creature so demoralized will be easier to defeat, although victory is still not certain. God requires a jewel of gold. When the spell is cast, any creatures or humans nearby will take an immediate liking to the caster and will offer aid and information. This illusion spell can only be performed if the caster is wearing a jewel of gold. Kin requires a gold-backed mirror. A gold-backed mirror must be pointed at a creature when the spell is cast. An exact replica of the enemy will then be created under the caster's control. Should either creature die, both will disappear. Pep requires fire water, gives the caster double or triple their normal strength. The effects are temporary, but last long enough to aid in battle or enable some feat of super strength. Rock requires stone dust. Special stone dust thrown at a creature as the spell is being cast. Within seconds, the intended victim petrifies, quickly becoming a gray stone statue. Nip requires yellow powder. Caster must cast the spell on his or her own body. Caster will then become exceedingly quick and may run, speak, think, or fight at 3 times normal speed. However, this spell requires the caster to sniff yellow powder before casting. Huff requires a gale horn. Cast on a gale horn, a trumpet-like instrument with a discordant note, causing the horn to create a tremendous wind, capable of blowing over man-sized creatures, but can also blow things off shelves, off ledges, over ledges, and the like. Fix requires a staff of oak sapling, applicable to both animate and inanimate objects, has the effect of holding an opponent or object in one place, even in midair, until the caster leaves the vicinity. Staff of oak sapling is required. Nap requires a brass pendulum, effective only against living creatures. Spell causes them quickly to fall asleep, used in conjunction with the brass pendulum, which is swung slowly to and fro. Zen requires a jewel-studded medallion, must wear a jewel-studded medallion around his neck. Casting the spell will then allow the caster to float in the air, may hover for as long as desired, and float around at will. That's pretty awesome. Yaz, here's a cocaine spell, requires a pearl ring. Casting the spell wearing a pearl ring will render the caster invisible to any reasonably intelligent creature. Less intelligent creatures will only be partially convinced, and creatures with ears will still be able to hear the caster when they move. Sun requires a sun jewel, may only be cast upon the yellow sun jewel. When cast, the jewel will glow either brilliantly to dazzle attacking creatures or just light enough to act as a torch. Kid requires a bracelet of bone, allows you to concentrate on a particular illusion, and this illusion will become real to others, but affected creatures must be intelligent, and the caster must not act counter to the illusion. Rap requires a green-haired wig, I remember that, allows you to understand the language of and communicate with creatures speaking a non-human tongue. Yap allows you to understand the languages of and communicate with most animals. Again, you need a green-haired wig. Zip allows you to teleport a short distance, you can teleport through wood and clay, but not stone or metal, and you need a ring of green metal, and it's somewhat unreliable. Far, there you go, we'll only say yes. Far requires a crystal orb, enables its caster to see a little way into the future. Very little control can be exercised in exactly what will be seen. Res requires holy water. When cast upon a dead humanoid sprinkled with holy water, this spell will bring that corpse back to life. Resurrection takes some time and will leave the creature dull and dozy, though it may still answer questions. An ex-corpse can be killed again as normal. And Zed, most formidable spell in lore, but no one knows why. In all recorded history, this spell has been cast only once by a powerful necromancer from Throban, who was never seen again. Its effects are unknown. The necromancer's notes were found, but were crazed and unclear. Treat with extreme caution. Zed's dead, man. Zed's dead. All right, we got the spell book. Okay. Now, I'm going to have us go to buy rations here before we do the training ground, because small traders in the settlement supply the site master warriors with weapons, armor, food, and clothing. You go over with the sergeant to a stall selling flatbreads and cheese. 2 gold pieces per ration, the owner says. Probably, if you needed to, it will. Okay, so do we buy 1 ration? We have 24 gold, remember? Whoops. Buy 2 rations. Buy more. Or haggle. What should we do? Exactly. OBS summons a usually awesome but occasionally frustrating program that disconnects once per night for no reason. Look at all these people haggling. People are all like, yeah, I don't want to pay that. I don't want to pay $300 for my Nintendo Switch. Can I pay $150? Let's haggle, bro. All right, last call, last call. And... okay, haggle it is. Do you know who I am? I'm Analand's great hero, you tell him. The man looks uncomfortable. I know that, but I have to feed my family today, whatever happens to the crown. Okay, so... now it didn't work and we feel crappy about ourselves. Guy's just trying to feed his family. Alright? Buy 1 ration, 2 rations, more, or nothing. We got 2 rations. We got 2 votes for 2 rations. We got 1 vote for more rations. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. Rag will summon like a rat. Will summon just like a tissue for no reason. Like you just have this tissue and then you can use it to blow your nose. All right, we got buy 2 rations. We got buy more. I'm gonna last call this. 4 votes for buy 2, 2 votes for buy more. And wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. All right, and JLC... no, it's a $ vote, JLC. $ vote space 2, not at. I don't think we have a vote 2 person in chat. It's $ vote. So you a $ vote, JLC. Not at vote. Yeah, don't at me, bro. It's $ vote. Going once on JLC. Going twice on JLC. I like these, Snicer. Okay, I'm going to close the poll. If you were going to vote for 2 rations, that's going to win anyway. So, buy 2 rations. Okay. You hand over your coins, and the pen places 2 rations carefully into your pack. You must be sure you eat every day, or you will suffer, the sergeant tells you, standing at your side. Eating more will give you extra strength, but is not necessary. Okay, let's check the contents of our pack. Is there spell book? Oops, nope, nope, nope. 2 meals. All right, lovely. All right, let's go to the training ground. You walk with the sergeant to the training ground, and he wraps the base of his staff in leather. All right, ready my sword. To begin, the sergeant says, we will practice the stances. First, defend yourself against me. Choose your attack power by dragging your character sideways. To defend, stay fully left. The Sightmaster is a powerful enemy. By defending, you will receive the minimum damage from any attack he makes. The Sightmaster Sergeant makes a light attack, saving his energy against your defense. My next attack will be weak, he declares. You will be able to overpower me by playing a stronger attack, but be sure your attack is stronger. Make a strong attack by pulling your character to the right. Whoa! Wham! You play a strong attack, overpowering the Sightmaster Sergeant who tries a low, careful attack. Overpowering a weak attack is easy, so you should aim to use as little power as possible. My next attack will be low, says the sergeant. You can overpower him by dragging your character right until you think you have the stronger attack. Let's do that. Cut. You You make a medium attack, overpowering the Sightmaster Sergeant again. He bows. You have finished me. Excellent. 1 stamina loss. Skilled swordplay. Aw, yeah. That's skilled swordplay. You seem to remember the basics, the sergeant says breathlessly. Good. Another round. Train again. Okay. Alrighty. I'll now defend myself. Whatever attack you play will damage me, but a strong attack will use up more power. You should choose a weak attack. Okay. You swing with a weak attack, rushing for the Sightmaster Sergeant who is defending. Good choice. A stronger attack would have wasted more of your power. My next attack will be weak, he declares. You'll be able to overpower me by playing a stronger attack, but be assured your attack is stronger. Wah! Lunge! Wham! Okay, next attack will be low. Actually, no, defend. Okay. Got him. Okay. I think we got it. That's combat. You shake your head. Very good, the sergeant agrees. But if you wish a bout in earnest, then I warn you, I will not go easy on you. He indicates the wider yard where there is space for a true match. Oh, let's... Okay. Should we fight in the yard, guys? Should we take this guy down? I mean, we're not going to obviously kill him, but... Actually, no, I don't even need to do a vote. Fight in the yard or approach the gate? What do you guys think? Should we take this dude down? Should we be like, look, you ain't seen Analander until you seen this Analand. Fight in the yard. My milkshake brings all the sergeants to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours, damn right. It's better than yours, I could teach you, but I've got to charge sideswipe. That's quality too. Alright, looks like everyone is in favor of fight. Okay, let's do it. You head over to the yard to practice a bout of real fighting. The sergeant removes the cloth padding from the base of his staff. Unsheathe my sword. This time I will not tell you my intentions, he says. You'll have to read them for yourselves. Be ready. Defend. Aha! Sightmaster smiles at you, taps the ground with his long staff, and takes his position. You drop into a defensive crouch immediately. The Sightmaster is not to be trifled with. The Sightmaster Sergeant comes in with a tough blow, balancing his strength and his impact. You see his arm grow tense. He is readying for a strong attack. I defend! You hold firm and keep up your defense as he powers forward with a cry. It only tires him out. He alters his grip to hold his staff more loosely. He seems to be preparing a simple jab. A chance to overpower him, perhaps? Charge! Wham! Time to attack. You rush forward with a deep, heavy slash, but his own move is fast and careful, and he's able to parry the very worst of the strike. You catch him deep in the side. His tunic reddens. His eyes follow your shoulders. He's probably about to defend himself. You realize a strong hit would be wasteful now. Alright, well, we're going to do... Sideswipe. Yeah! Relentlessly, you cut and thrust, keeping him pinned. You swing your sword fast in towards his chest, but the impact clangs against his defending staff, and you only lay a minor wound. He grimaces with effort. The Sightmaster shakes his head. Not bad, he grunts, clearly weakening. Let's defend. Okay, we both defend. You drop yourself into a crouch. He hangs back and watches you return. Cut! Ow. Okay, that kind of hurt. In the next moment, the Sightmaster Sergeant leaps to your right and attacks. Your own stroke is overpowered as his blow lands with punishing impact. You double over, almost vomiting. The impact of his hit is hard and sends you tumbling across the dirt. From the sidelines, the people of the settlement watches with gathering despair. His guard is coming up, conserving his energy so his next strike can be stronger. Let's do a low cut. Acting quickly, you sting him with your blade, low and fast, saving your energy. I'll wear you out, you declare. His own weapon is raised in defense. He smiles. His breath begins to heave. He's struggling to stay upright. His eyes narrow in preparation for great effort. Let's defend. We did. You whip up your defenses as he attempts a strong stroke. Well done, he grumbles, panting from wasted effort. You escape mostly uninjured. You see his grip change on the heel of his staff as he readies himself to strike again. Got him. Leaping into action, you sweep your sword across his body with powerful force. It's enough to finish him. The Sightmaster throws down his staff. You have me, he declares with a grin. 7 stamina loss. Shameful. No. We can't have shameful. We cannot have shameful. Okay. Alright, good so far. Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? Okay, feints left. Right. Haha! That's more like it. Skilled swordplay. That's what we want. The sergeant is gasping for breath. He bows to you once more. Very good, he nods. Though you will need to protect yourself better out there. What are you talking about? I only took 2 damage from you, dude. As he talks, a nearby healer hurries over with a salve, and your health in the sergeant's is quickly restored. Alright, it's time to approach the gate, people. You reach the foot of the mighty gate. It is sealed. The sergeant places one hand on the wood. The gate has been locked for some time to deter raiders, he tells you, but you will have no difficulty. The stars in this place allow the Dop spell to be crafted, and he stands back. Alright, let's cast a spell. Click the letters to find a spell. Oh, really? Alright. It was all capitals, right, guys? DOP was all capitals? I believe, right? All caps, yeah? For dope? Yeah, I think it's all caps. I'm pretty sure. You weave the spell. One by one, the great tumblers of the door begin to creak and groan. Then the hinges turn with a noise like hail on a canvas roof. These gates have not opened since our last champion was lost, the sergeant says. I wish you more luck than he. Maybe you will even meet him on your travels. Alright, so what should we say? Should we say... I fear he is dead. If I overtake him, then he is too slow. That does not concern me. Or suck it, big eyes. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. That's a good one too, Snicer. Alright, so here's the vote. You should say, I fear he is dead. If I overtake him, then he is too slow. Or, that does not concern me. I like that the spell... Dope! Wow. Really? That does not concern me. Wow. You left the door open, dope. Yes. Alright, we're tied with 2-2. I fear he is dead, or that does not concern me. I will need someone to break this tie. We must break this tie. This tie must be broken. This tie must be utterly broken. Wow, okay. Last call here. That does not concern me. So we're tied up. I fear he is dead, and that does not concern me. All right, we need someone to break this tie. And if you wish to change your vote, you can always do that by doing $change vote, all one word, space, and then the thing you're changing it to. So $change vote, space, and then the one that you're changing it to. I fear he is dead. As he was demonstrating. Yes, indeed. All right. I fear he is dead. I am sure he is dead. The Sightmaster nods, peering at something on the horizon. I believe he is returning, but transformed. I hope you do not meet the same fate. He stands back from you. All right, here we go. Together you step into the shadow of the wall. One last word, he declares. When you have the crown, find the highest point you can find. We will be watching. Okay, do we say I understand or watching from where? No vote on this one, just you guys voting in chat. I understand or watching from where? Yeah, that makes me wonder, Aridinel. I don't actually know. That's sort of separating again from Shamutanti Hills, which didn't talk about the previous champion. At least not at this book. Watching from where? I understand. Understand. Two votes for understand, one vote for watching from where. What else? Killbot, I understand. 3 votes for understand, 1 vote for watching from where. 3 votes for understand, 2 votes from where. Anyone else? 3 votes for understand, 2 votes from where. Anybody else? Anybody else? And all right. I understand. I will not wish you a safe journey to Carre, for the way ahead will not be safe, the sergeant murmurs, as he peers into the distance through the open gate. The Sightmaster warriors are selected from birth for their incredible powers of telescopic vision. You cannot help but wonder how far he can see. This one I'm not even going to ask for a vote, because I want to know more about what lies ahead. Tell me what lies ahead. This path leads first to Cantapani, a settlement of traders, though most are rogues and thieves. You should be there before the sun has reached its peak. From there, 3 routes lead on to Kristatanti, but no single route is safe. Kakabad is a land of devils. And beyond Carre? I cannot see so far, he says. But once you have crossed the city port of traps, you will enter the backlands. They say that day and night there are controlled by forces other than the sun. And from Carre, too, your progress will be watched. That's one of my favorite lines in the opening book. Your progress will be watched with the italicized. Oh, man. It is time to go. Striding away, you pass through the gate. The faces of the folk watching your departure reveal the hopes that rest on you in your quest. The early morning air is crisp, and the rising sun paints the slopes in shades of peaceful beauty, concealing the evil that lies ahead. The fam spell will summon all your best buds to come in. Be warned, as this is your actual friends. They may be useless in this situation. They'll be perfectly fine. Depends on your friends, right? All right, here we go. Into Kakabad. The path winds through slopes of wild scrubland. The countryside is deserted, and the eerie silence is broken only by the cawing of the occasional crow. There is a spell for hearing what they say, but you do not have the equipment it requires. The birds appear to pause in the air to examine you as they pass. They make you uneasy, as if you were an intruder in their presence. Barely an hour beyond the wall, and the air begins to grow foul. The Shamutanti Hills are infested with the pestilence of the backlands. Holy cow. Stamina just got dropped to half. It saps the energy from your body, leaving you feeling nauseous and weak. Should we cover our mouths, guys, or keep walking? Yeah, exactly, Kilobyte. So what do we do, guys? Cover the mouth or keep walking? Again, this is just going to be in chat. Cover or walk? Cover. Okay. Vote for cover. What else? Nice. Cover, cover, cover. Cover. Anyone else? Anyone else? Cover, 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 cover. Going once, going twice. Okay. You cover your mouth with your neck scarf, but it does no good. They warned you of this. You will grow accustomed to it the longer you are out here, but for the moment you must be very careful. Your maximum stamina just decreased. You can see your stamina at the top of the screen. If this reaches 0, you'll be too tired to carry on. Oh, sorry, Nonstop. Sorry, you would have lost anyway, I'm afraid. Stamina can be regained up to the maximum by eating rations or resting. Okay, well, we better get used to it. All right, so now we have 2 choices, folks. This is our first choice here. We must go back now. Travel cross-country or go over a low rise. So you can see for yourself where this all leads. Now, eventually, we're going to be getting up to Kare. That's our ultimate goal up here. But for right now, do we go to travel cross-country or a low rise? What should we do? I love this crow just cawing in the background. Cross-country or low rise? What's it going to be, folks? Cross-country skiing. Okay. What else we got? Cross-country. Anyone else? We need more motes than that. Cross-country is always fun. All right, cross-country, cross-country. We got 2 for cross-country. What else we got? Cross-country. Cross-country. Sounds good. Welcome in, by the way, to the new folks who are here. I hope you were enjoying this. This is Sorcery by Inkle that we are playing together. Greatest game book ever made, by the way. My name is Arvin Elleron. My channel tends to be focused on story and narrative. I am an author myself. And so I do a lot of that kind of stuff on my channel. I just finished The Bard's Tale 4 Barrows Deep, and this is the next game that I am playing with chat. And so definitely stop in for this stuff as well. You want exclamation, there you go. Arv things or all things. Either one of those will do. Okay, it looks like we're looking at cross-country. All right, let's do it then. The path through Cantapani is long and winding and will lose you a day. Instead, you turn off the path and strike north through the knee-high grass. The journey starts with a stiff climb that takes several hours. But from the top, you have a good view of a plain of yellow grass, and just to the north of that, a little village of rude huts that do not look like human dwellings. To your left, the gigantic wall looms, throwing shadows that lap at your feet. Do you strike forwards or look back at the wall? What's it going to be? Look back at the wall or strike forwards? What do we want to do, guys? Again, I'm only going to put votes up when it's basically 3 or more choices. So for this, look back at the wall or strike forwards. Or if we get tons more people in chat as well, I may end up putting up the votes as well. But strike forwards. Okay, what else we got? Look back at the wall or strike forwards. That's not necessarily go back to the walls. It's like looking back at it. Okay, strike forward, onwards, forwards. All right, so we got 2 votes for forward. Look back at the wall. Onwards and upwards. Okay, 3 votes for forward. 1 vote for look back. All right, 1 vote for look back. 3 votes for look forward or strike forward. Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? 3 forward, 1 back, basically. And the back is not going back. It's just looking back. Going once. Going twice. And okay, strike forwards. Time to strike on then. The wind whispers through the long grass, beckoning you onwards. But there might be rats and worse in those fields, so you might be safer cutting across to the river and following the bank. All right, do we go to the longer grass or the riverbank, folks? Longer grass or riverbank? What are we going to do? Longer grass or riverbank? Again, ultimately, we're aiming to get up there, but there's many ways to do it. So, longer grass. JLC, you might want to reload your connection, JLC, because your latency looks like it's really bad. Latency right now is like 3 to 4 seconds for most people, and I think you're answering like 30 seconds afterwards. So, okay, so are we going longer grass or riverbank? We've got bank, We've got river. We've got grass. We got 2 for river, 1 for grass. Rats least of the concerns. Grass can also mean lions and wolves. That's true. Could be. So, 2 riverbank, 1 grass. 3 riverbank, 1 grass. 3 river, 1 grass. 4 river, 1 grass. All right, looks like that's going to be what it's going to be. I'm thinking I'm going to last call this. 4 river, 1 grass. 4 river, 1 grass. Okay. 5 river, 1 grass. There we go. All right, we got JLC's vote in. You crest the rise, heading roughly north towards the riverbank, where you should be able to pick up the path once more and make faster progress. As you head down the hillside towards the riverbank, you spy movement in the distance. Something is happening at the water's edge. Okay, do we keep going or wait and watch? What do we do, folks? Keep going or wait and watch? What's it going to be? Wait, says Snicer. Hold. So we wait and watch, or do we keep going? What does the rest of chat say? Keep going or wait and watch? I vote we go everywhere. What's up, Ghost of Christmas Future? How you doing, man? Okay, we've got wait, watch, which is the same thing. Wait and watch, wait and watch, wait and watch, wait and watch. Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? Welcome to Sorcery Book 1, Ghost of Christmas Future. Wait and watch, wait and watch, wait and watch, wait and watch. Start? I don't know what start means, but I will take that under advisement. Okay, last call. Looks like people want to wait and watch, I think. Okay. You stop where you are and strain your eyes to look. Figures. Men? But they move too fast, flitting across the riverbank like sheets snapping in a breeze. Watch a little more or move onward? All right, what do we do, folks? Do we watch a little more or do we move onward? Watch a little more or move onward. What's it going to be? Let's see. We've got move, watch, move. Oh, so 2 for move, 2 for watch, 2 for move, 3 for watch, 4 for watch, 5 for watch. Okay, it looks like 5 watch. It looks like watch has got it over move right now, unless we get some more moves. Fight everyone. Really? I've always thought of you as more... I've always felt like you had a higher spiritual purpose there, Ghost. Yeah. Okay, it looks like watch. You wait a little longer until you're quite sure. The creatures are floating and moving through the air, but they seem harmless enough. Your guess is that they're fishing. So, now, do we approach the creatures? So it says it looks like the creatures are harmless and they're fishing. Do we approach the creatures or do we go back to Cantapani? So, approach or head back to Cantapani? What's the vote going to be? Approach? Yeah, true or no? Approach or head back? Hi, creatures. Okay, Snicer wants to do approach. Nonstop says approach. Fighting is the reason for the season. Head back, approach. We come in peace, approach. Approach. What's up? Head back. Right now, it looks like approach is going to win more. You mean approach. It looks like it's like 5 approach to like 2 head back or something like that, Dragon. So you can't tie the score in case you're curious. Not, I'm sure that you would mean to do that. Approach with intent to stab. Then I'll wave. Casting Wazab spell. Alright. You begin to make your way down the hillside. The grass gives out and turns into scree and gravel with the occasional patch of sharp gorse that tugs and snags at your tunic. There is barely earth, just sheer rock. This place is a thinly disguised wasteland. Then suddenly your foot slips and you lose your balance. Beneath your feet, the slope has turned into a steep drop and you're sliding down it. You have only seconds to decide what to do. Oh man, alright, this one I'm going to put up as an ARVBot vote. What should we do? We're falling, people. Do we stab? Stab the sword into the ground. Try to fall well. That's interesting. Or cast a spell. What's it going to be? Lord, you know I wish it could rain down. Alright, we got 2 votes for stab my sword. 2 Dude, like, I feel like try to fall well is just the give up option. Like, that vote is like, well, we're screwed, so kill the ground. How dare you, ground? I think the idea is, how dare you attack me? Oh my gosh, 3-way tie. This is not going to get the job done, people. JLC, try to fall well. Fall well is the Jack and Jill plotline, that's true. Alright, I'm going to last call it. Everyone is very... This is actually the way it would normally go, though, right? Is that you'd be going down and you'd be like, what do I do? Do I do this? Do I do this? Okay, so we have a tie between falling well and casting a spell. Try Guy MD has broken the tie. Okay, the poll is closed. Let's cast a spell. Oh god, what spell can we cast, though? Oh god. Is there a fall spell? Is there a fall spell? And do we have what we need for it? Float in air. Alright, here we go. Yeah, good job, chat. You cast the enchantment quickly and feel it work as you rise an inch or so from the painful gravel below. You are still falling, but much slowly. I think they meant much more slowly. And indeed, when you land by the riverbank, it is with a gentle, cushioned thump. But the nose of your fall has attracted the attention of the creatures by the water. 2 of them are now either side of you, long sting-like swords drawn. Their heads are cocked a little to one side. I wish we could get a description of these creatures. One of them steps forward and speaks in the common tongue. What are you, careless creature? I'm a great warrior, I'm nobody. Yeah, we fall much slowly. What does that even mean? Okay, what do we say, guys? Great warrior or I am nobody? What are you, careless creature? I'm a great warrior, I'm nobody. I'm a great warrior, which you can tell by the way that I fell on my ass in front of you. That's all part of my master plan. And nobody. I'm everybody. These are not the rocks you're looking for. Nobody. I'm you. I'm gonna go with nobody. I'm every woman. I'm nobody. The creature laughs. For nobody, you make quite a lot of noise. I thought you were going to bring the mountain down around us. Do we ready our sword or laugh? Hey, what's up, Marinda? Ready our sword or laugh, people. Woo-hoo-hoo! Laugh. 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 Quick cast lol. There is no cry option. And we cannot do both. Ready our sword and laugh. Like. Bro to the forehead. That is not a spell. So I'm going to go with laugh, which is the only viable options that we've gotten so far. Make a friend. Okay. We're going to go with laugh then. You laugh as well, from the shame and from relief. I'm lucky I'm still alive, you agree? I've seen luckier, the creature replies, its voice still waspish and cruel. Walk away or put this creature in its place. I would point out to everybody we've got 9 out of 10 stamina. I'm just saying, we don't have a lot. So walk away or put the creature in its place. And I will walk 500 miles, and I will walk 1 million more. That's true, that's true. Okay, buy a round of beer. I'm going to assume that's walk away. Walk away, walk away, walk away. That was the... it wasn't the commitments. It was the proclaimers, right? Isn't it the proclaimers? No, I have not hinted that we should fight. Nice day for a hike. Teach the creature as a lesson. Put the creature in its place. All right, it looks like... So we've got walk, 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 walk. 4 walks, 5 walks. Put the creature in its place. Put the creature in its place. And 2 people in place. Okay, so walk away. You nod to the creatures. I need to be going. And make to step away, but they close up in front of you. The leader draws a second sword from his belt. This valley belongs to the Elven, he says. Fools and traveling players are not welcome by our river. You would put us in danger. I mean you no harm, or the danger will be my wrath. So do we say I mean you no harm, or the danger will be my wrath? No harm, no harm. Eat them? Good lord, Big Black Tar. No harm, no harm, no harm. Wrath, wrath. No harm. In for penny, in for pound, no harm. Wrath. Oh, and we got the host coming from Shattermage. Hey! Thank you, Shattermage. What's up, man? Lurk raid. A lurk raid. Thank you, Shatter, so much for the raid. You folks should be following Shatter. Good guy, one of my mods, of course, who was playing Fallout 4 today. Good to see you, dude. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. And it looks like this is Sorcery. It's basically like one of my Fighting Fantasy game books, Shatter, except that we're trying to get the Crown of Kings back. And this is considered to be one of the best ports of a game book ever made. Set of game books, actually, by Inkle. I just finished Bard's Tale. It looks like we're doing no harm, though. I think that we actually have slightly more harm. Harm, no harm, no harm, no harm. 5 no harm. Then we've got Eat Them, which I'm going to assume is Wrath. Wrath. 3 wrath. Yeah, it looks like no harm. Harm? What do you know of harm? The creature replies hotly. Have you lived to see your village overrun by goblins? Have you worked to turn your own homes into death traps to catch marauders? We Elven are creatures of the sunlight, moved into shade by the weakness of your king, Annalander, the king who lost the crown, and we will suffer for it. Do we say, I go to recover that crown, or you will suffer and die? Jesus. Suffer and die. I go to recover the crown, or you will suffer and die. What should we say? I go to recover that crown, or you will suffer and die. That's nice, right? That's a good one, too. Yeah. I'm trying to fix the king's screw up. Crown. Recover the crown. Yeah. Well, it was our guy's fault, in fairness. Like, we are from Annaland, and the Annaland king lost the Crown of Kings, which was supposed to go to all of the countries in turn. And he lost it. It was stolen by birdmen who brought it back to Mampang, this terrible fortress. So you're trying to recover it now. So it looks like crown. There's like no neutral good one, right? Okay, it looks like the crown is the option. The creature shakes its head. Then we are all doomed. A champion who can't even climb down a hillside. We would do better to skewer you now while you still breathe. Damn. Creature faces those twin blades. There is no time for magic. Very well, then you'll face him in combat. Alright, let's start with the defend. That's right, I blocked you. Now I will teach you why the Elven have such a fearsome reputation, the creature declares. Gliding forward, he keeps one sword across himself while the other whips out. You drop into a defensive crouch. Side swipe. Enough of this. You power a heavy blow at his heart, but he has enough balance to turn and deflect most of the force of the blow. The Elven is badly bruised. I defend. Okay. You drop back to the rocks, raising your sword to protect your body. Shimmering in close for an instant, the Elven nicks you with a lightning-fast blade. I can kill you by finger widths if you so choose, he taunts. He glides a little way up in the air. This is our chance! Thrust! Wha-bam! You feel a bloodlust upon you. Splashing forward to the shallows, you ready a heavy swing, good to cleave him in two, but he glides back until he is above the middle of the river. You stagger and stumble below your depth until before you realize, and the monster laughs. But still you have drawn a little of his blood. The Elven gasps, then giggles maniacally. Manically. You see blood trickling from under his mail shirt. The elven narrows his thin eyes for a strong blow. Okay, let's defend. You circle away from the elven. He glides towards you regardless. You toss his cutting double swipe aside, leaving him panting. You are safe. He dodges right. Let's cut. Yeah! You sense an opening. You jump forward, cutting him down through the air. The elven gasps his last as you run him through. You suck, elven. We try to be good to you. As you wipe your sword on the tunic of the dead creature, you see the second creature gesturing to something behind you. Wait, weren't there 3 creatures by the riverbank before? A moment later, something strikes you on the back of the head. Then everything goes black. You know, we're just trying to be nice here. And, like, these people just want to cause us problems. Like, alright, we have one option, and it's to go here. Still halfway between sleeping and waking, you feel the presence of your spirit, the monkey, close nearby. Our stamina's gone up to 12 now, though, maximum, so that's good. Its form has changed. Yeah, exactly, Ardenal. Its form has changed since you left Analand, just as you have changed, but it is still walking beside you. In the temple, they taught you that a prayer to your spirit could heal disease, lift curses, even save you from certain death. A prayer now would perhaps be wise, but the spirits are not generous and decline to help often. You can ask for the spirit's aid using the pray button. Do we want to pray? I know, right, Wicked Lovely? Do we want to pray, or do we just want to not avoid the prayer for now? We're at 5 out of 12 stamina, which is not great. But, you know, so... I don't know. But we're not dead yet, so... Pray. Pray for puns. Pray. Pray. I pray to the monkey. Pray. One with the coconut, pray to the monkey. Alright. Pray, pray, pray. Alright. Your spirit is the monkey. Intelligent but cheeky, the monkey understands others but does not respect them. He is quick to turn his tail but not rash. What he lacks in courage he makes up for in caution. A prayer to your spirit will heal you, but after a prayer your spirit will not hear you again for some time. I think we need this. Your spirit has heard you. You will receive no further help for some time. You are on your own. Thank you, monkey. Where am I? You are tied up on the floor of a hut, and you are not alone. Nearby, you hear the scuffle of many feet. Look around or listen. What do we do, folks? Look around or listen. The monkey. Look around or listen. What's it going to be? Listen? Hey! Listen! Follow Navi's advice. Listen! Stay a while and listen. Use ears. Listen, play dead until we know more. Listen, 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 listen. We do the Macarena fall by the chicken dance. Het! Listen. I was going to say het. Cast the spell ear. Okay. Listen it is. Keeping your eyes closed, you listen carefully. The sound is familiar enough. Elven voices. This could be trouble. This one I'm going to do. We're going to open our eyes first. You flip open your eyes, taking care to lie still. You see your belongings lying a short distance away in the dirt. Around you patter tiny feet, and a few more feet hover a few inches in the air above the ground. Do we sit up or do we wait? This is an interesting one, actually. Do we sit up or do we wait? Dragon says wait. Wicked Lily says sit up. Snicer says wait to be seated. So I've got 2 waits and 1 sit up. What are we, Gulliver? No, these Elvens, man. 3 waits, 1 sit up. Anyone else? We got 3 waits, 1 sit up. Ah, the pitter-patter of tiny feet. Yeah, actually, now that I think of it, I think they do actually have that sound effect going on here. Alright, 3 waits and 1 sit up. Last call on this. 3 waits, 1 sit up. And, okay, wait it is. The guard, noticing you were awake, leans out of the doorway and calls sharply. Soon a small crowd is gathered around you. Here are the elfins and a random dog. One, evidently some kind of leader, floats over to you and plants a blow in your stomach. That is for our kinsman, he chitters. He was a fool to provoke you, but you could have scolded him. You did not need to kill him. He would have killed me, or I am sorry for your loss. All right, what do you guys think? He would have killed me, or I'm sorry for your loss. He would have killed, he would have killed, he would have killed. Stick, he would have killed. Sorry. 4 he would have killed and 1 sorry. Yeah, I mean, like, both. But which is the one that you feel more first, Ghost? Yeah. 4, he would have killed, and 2 sorry. Just finished my first session of Mutant Year Zero on Unmade Gaming, harsh but fun session. And he would have killed me. Also, what's up, Brums? How you doing, man? I'm glad you enjoyed it. Alright, it looks like he would have killed me is going to be the one. I agree with this also. He would have killed me. The elven looks at you, hard and serious. I do not think he could possibly have killed you, but he would have tried until you stopped him. He makes a gesture to the other elven who approach. You tense, expecting blows, but instead they open your pack and begin to sift through the contents. We will take the price of our man, the chief declares. We are creatures of joy and mischief, but today we will do nothing but trade. That is fair, or I will trade with you, but untie me first. So that is fair, or I will trade with you, but untie me first. I mean, all we really have in our pack are rations and 20 gold, honestly. So that is fair, or I will trade with you, but untie me first. Untie, trade but untie, untie. Fair. Untie, trade with me first. Untie. Yeah. Screw these people, fair. Oh, this is close. So we've got untie, 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 untie. So we've got 4 untie, and then we've got fair, fair. 4 untie and 2 fair. Wow, nice, Brahms. That was really close. And Black Tie also says untie. Dragosphere says Tate. I think untie is still going to win. Yeah. Trade with you, but untie me first. Okay. The chief shakes his head. I do not think we can trust your mercy, can we? The elfin root through your things with brutal efficiency, taking what they fancy and tossing the rest back at you. Then they pick you up and carry you out of the village, leaving you in a pile on the side of the path like a sack of waste. Do we get up or call after them? Man. These guys are obnoxious. Get up or call after them. I'm wondering what we call them. Suck it! Gimli was better! You're not Legolas! Like, what do you do? Okay, so call, or just go, just go. Burn them is not an option. Unfortunately. Not a choice. So call. Yeah, what do your elf eyes say? Okay, so we got call. We got 3 calls and 2 get-ups. You don't have my choice of abstaining. I don't know yet. We don't know what they took. 3 calls and 2 get-ups. Can we pee in front of their door? That's a good question. All right, last call. 3 calls and 2 get-ups. Last call for call or get up. 3 calls, 2 get ups. 4 calls, 2 get ups. Okay. You call out after them, asking they at least free you so you can walk. Almost as an afterthought, one returns with a bared knife. For a moment he holds it near your throat, then slices the bonds around your arms. Man. And then he turns and runs off into the trees. You stand slowly, battered and bruised. You rub the blood back into your wrists. Then finally you look through your pack. Your provisions have been taken and all your gold is gone. Still, there are small mercies. You still have your neck. Shouldering your pack, you start to walk once more. Damn, man. It sucked. We lost all our gold. We lost our provisions. These people are terrible. We've only got one option, which is the bridge. You hurry away. Yeah, that pretty much just sucked. Everything about that was bad. And we won the fight, too. You hurry away from the scene of your humiliation and reach the river once more, but now the path goes across it. Beyond, you can see a long, wide track with trees lining the left-hand edge and a wide field of long grass on the right. In the far distance, a curl of smoke indicates a village. The evening is beginning to draw in. It would be good to reach town before the light is gone. Exactly. When you get the crown, they're the first against the wall. I agree with you. Do we test the bridge or cross it without testing it? Test or cross? Test or cross? Test. I mean, I guess they're mad at the Analanders because of what it's done to their village, but like, how is that our fault? We're just trying to help, man. Just here to help. It's like going after Mad Max because there was an apocalypse. Like, it's not Mad Max's fault, man. Okay, test, cross. Others, we have 2 for test, 1 for cross. 2 for test, 1 for cross. What other choices do we have? What other people want to weigh in? Test the bridge or cross it? Test, cross. Test the bridge. 3 for test. Exactly, Snicer. And they're just like, oh, well, whatever, we hate you. And also, you know, like, you're so clumsy. I'm like, really? Did you see how I actually cast a spell to float before the end? And I could decapitate you with a thought? Do you realize what you're messing with? Yeah, exactly. All right, test. Worst that can happen is you fall on an elf again. All right, looks like test the bridge is going to win this one. Before crossing, you make sure to test the guy ropes of the bridge to ensure it is sound, but it seems safe enough. Satisfied, you make your way across the boards. In the middle of the bridge, a man stops you. Halt, he declares. This is my bridge, and to cross you must pay the toll. How much? I will pay nothing, or for what? It should be like, can I pay you in 3 elvens? Elven bodies. How much? I'll pay nothing, or for what? Yeah, I mean, we can't pay, so that's gonna be easy. I will pay nothing because, like, I have nothing. Or, I mean, we could say for what and just be like, what the flip is this for? I will pay nothing is let there be blood. Yeah, well, at least we're up to 10 out of 12 stamina now. We should be like, you'd be like, sure, I'll pay your toll. Just go to the Elven Village and talk to them and tell them that I sent you and that I said that you would give them all their money. All right, we got these votes for, I'm going to last call this. I will pay nothing is 3 votes. We got 2 votes for how much and 1 vote for what? 1 vote for WTF, basically. You guys able to hear that river sound? So peaceful. All right, we're going to close the poll. I will pay nothing. I will pay nothing, you declare firmly. Do you think these bridges build themselves? Do you think it's easy living out here, an outcast from Shamutanti trying to feed my children, when barely anyone takes these paths anyway? The man is nothing better than a beggar. The toll is just 1 gold piece, he says. It's very reasonable. Should we say, I have no gold, or should we push him aside? Should we say, I have no gold, or push him aside? I have no gold. We shouldn't build bridges in useless locations, right? No gold. I mean, it'd be truthful, like we don't have any gold. At least the guy can't rob us, right? We have nothing. No gold, no gold, no gold, no gold. Pushes him into the river. Okay, so no gold, no gold, no gold, no gold. 1 push. Oh my god, that's funny, Brahms. Also no gold. Alright. Looks like no gold is going to be the choice. I have no gold, you tell him. He pulls a face and stands up straight suddenly. Oh, you don't? Oh, well, never mind then. Have a good day, stranger. And with that, he strides away whistling. People around here are weird. You head off down the bridge and back onto the path, none the wiser. You have a long way still to travel today. These people are random. Okay. Make sure. Ah. The path continues along the side of a line of trees. Suddenly an acorn lands on your head and you hear a tittering from overhead. The fox grants you strength. More elven in the trees hurling acorns. Dude, what the flip with the freaking elves? Why are the elven... What? Okay, cast a spell, threaten them, or walk on by. I mean, seriously, like, the hell is the problem with the Elvens? We have 10 stamina, yeah. Cast hot. Okay, I actually opened up a poll. So go ahead and do the actual vote, folks. Vote for real. If you want to cast a spell, go ahead and do that. Oh, man. I like the idea that these are, like, the very normal, like, peaceful. They're like, oh, we're having fun. Wait, why are you setting fire? Ah! Because, like, we're so angry at all elves. We're just kind of like, suck it, Legolas! Hadouken! Oh, man. Yeah, it's unanimous. Oh, man, that's funny. All right. Cast a spell. Let's see if we even have this as an option. Oh, I don't know. Let me see if we have... It's not going to give us that option, folks, but we do have another spell. It doesn't look like we have that option, but we do have another spell. We've got a few spells, actually. There's a few possibilities. There's Zap, which Snicer just mentioned. There's also the Force Field spell, if you guys can remember the Force Field spell. So we could do that, or we could do Zap. What do you want to do? Do you want to zap these things, or do you want to protect ourselves without zapping them? Because basically we could do either Zap, we could do, I bet, Wall, or Foth would be the other thing. No more defense, time to Zap. Yeah. Is Zap the answer? Does chat want the elven blood? Does chat want to tase? Want some taser? Don't taser me, elf. I want to cast Arv. You've cast it every moment that you're in here nonstop. Zap. All right, let's do Zap then. Create lightning. Cast. You cast the spell and fire a lightning bolt up out of the trees. The limb on which the elvens sit rends and an enormous explosion and the tree bursts into flames. You break quickly into a run to avoid the rain of burning branches. You quickly leave their screams behind. You guys got what you wanted. Yeah? Oh, man. And presumably you walk away like in slow-mo as the tree is like... Well, we've certainly done great work for the diplomatic relations with the Elvens today. The King of Analand right now is like, perhaps I'll go talk to the elves and see what they... Oh my god, why is there an army? Oh, man. Ulrich was right. Never look back. Oh, man. Okay. Approach Shamutanti. The sun is now just past its zenith, and everywhere a dusty heat rises from the baked earth. You begin to think about where you will stay for the night. Another night sleeping out in the open would be best avoided. But then you see a small village set into the hill. Should we move on or look at it? Should we move on or look at it? This one I'm not going to put a thing up for. You can just vote in chat. Move on or look at it. We're going to move on or are we going to look at it? Sick of all the people on this entire planet. I don't know. We need to look at it, I guess, because we need to figure out what it is. Move on, move on. Look at it, look at it. We've got to vote 2 each. We've got 2 votes for move on and 2 votes for look at it. 3 votes for look at it. Yeah, I don't actually know what it is. Kristatanti may be human, but I don't actually remember, because I think he mentioned Kristatanti. Again, both. Yeah, well, that's true. But if you move on, presumably you're doing that before you look at it. So, move on, move on. Look at it, look at it, look at it, look at it, look at it. Okay. So we're going to last call this. I think unless there's a big push for move on, I think look at it is going to do it. Look. Yeah, we're going to find out. Smoke rises from the stacks. The houses are well set with stone at their bases and thatched roofs of grasses and thick leaves. There is unusually more than just the one street running through the center of town. But it is as though this place, one rich, has had its heart scooped away. Litter surrounds the buildings, and on the edge of the village are rows and rows of empty, abandoned houses. You continue your slow trudge along the path. So, do we enter the village or do we avoid it? I mean, one problem is that we don't have any freaking money, but do we enter the village or do we avoid it? The sound of a village, I guess. So we do avoid the village or enter it? No one here has cash or food. That's true. Free lodging in those abandoned buildings. True, true. Okay, so we've got enter, enter. We've got 2 votes for enter. Is everyone cool with that? 2 votes for enter. Enter, enter. 4 votes for enter. That true. If anything goes wrong, nice and flammable. 5 votes. Okay. Enter it is. Okay. Let's see what happens. You walk into the village. Young hill dwellers pass you and stare at your strange clothes. I'm going to have a look at these people. Their own attire is rough by comparison to your gear. They wear their hair long but piled up on their heads. These people are ghastly poor. The village is like a ghost town here on the knife edge of the backlands. Okay, do we rest at an inn or talk in an alehouse? This is going to be cute with no gold. Rest at an inn or talk in an alehouse? What's it going to be, folks? To charge them for eliminating their elf problem. It'll cost you 50 gold for getting rid of those elves in that tree. Tlack. Okay, talk, talk, talk. 3 talk. Can't afford the inn. Yeah. Talk, talk. Alright, we're going to have to do some sweet talking to get some money. Maybe we'll get lucky. Alright, talking it is. Walking down the single road, you quickly find a hut with its front covering pulled wide open and the smell of brewed beer coming from inside. See, I love this art. You go in. Several hill dwellers are here talking gruffly. When you enter, they watch you with understandable caution. There they are, see? The owner of the hut comes over to you. Welcome to Kristatanti, he declares. What do you want? Okay, do we greet the owner or sit with the hill dwellers? Do we greet the owner or ignore him and sit with the hill dwellers? Greet. QP does the senior citizens. Yes, more or less. Okay, greet, greet. Greet. 3 greet. He's not an elf. We will greet him. He's fine. He's not an elf. Greet, greet, greet. Anyone else? Last call, last call. Greeting, 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 greeting. Greet, 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 greet. All right, I'm going to say greet then. An evening's rest and a drink to wet my throat, you reply. Ale is 1 gold piece, he answers. Please sit. Yeah, about that gold piece. You go over to the table where the hill dwellers are. Do we sit with the oldest man or the youngest man? Who do we sit with, the oldest or the youngest? This dude, the youngest or the oldest? Who's it going to be? Sit with the oldest or the youngest? We need to sit with someone who's going to basically buy our drink for us. So oldest or youngest? Eldest? Okay. Youngest? This is the oldest. That's the youngest. Oldest, oldest, oldest. You're a nice young man for sitting with me. Here, have 700 gold. Eldest, we need a sugar daddy. I was just going to say. Yep. So eldest, 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 and 1 youngest. 1, 2, 3, 4 old, 1 young. Going once. Going twice. Okay, oldest it is. You turn your attention to the oldest man at the table. Whatever face he once had is lost in a labyrinth of wrinkles, and his skin is the color of tanned hide from a lifetime in the beating sun. Greetings, old man. Or, what are you looking at? Oh my god, it's nicer. Okay, greetings, old man, or what are you looking at? What are you looking at? Greetings, old man, or what are you looking at? Greets. Greet. Greeting. Greet, 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 greet. Okay. Looks pretty overwhelming to greet. Alright. Let's do that. He raises his mug in salute. Stranger. His face is gravelly like the dusty dirt that lines the streets of his town. Where are you from? Okay. What should we say? I come from Analand. It doesn't matter. Or don't answer him. Don't answer me. Stay on your island. Don't let me in. Don't answer me. Stay on your island. Don't let me in. Run away and hide from everyone. Analand has started ball. I come from Analand. Can you change the things we've said and done? If you believe in the power of Analand, it's all a fantasy. So if you need to kill some elephants, just pretend it's me. Actually, I took them out in a tree. Right. Okay, last call. And... Alright, I come from Analand. I come from the land down under. Boom, 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 boom. He nods. Not many has crossed through the Cantapani gate. In either direction, if you know what I'm saying. I understand you, or Analand must be kept safe. I understand you, or Analand must be kept safe. Now remember, this dude is not himself an Analander. They're near Analander. I understand. So I understand you, or Analand must be kept safe. Understand, understand. Understand, understand, understand. Okay, looks like we got... People are pretty overwhelmingly in favor of understanding. We got a lot of understanding going on in chat. I understand you, man. Those elves, they robbed me blind. Okay, I understand you. He grins and picks his teeth with a fingernail. They say there's a war coming. Something to do with the crown. So, what should we say? Not if I can help it. I seek that crown. Crown. A crown? Alright. Get your votes in now, folks. Say, not if I can help it. I seek that crown, or a crown? A crown, you say? War. War never changes. He gives you that 1,000 Shamutanti stare. That 1,000 elfin stare. I wish there was a choice, I am the crown. Something to do with the crown. I am the crown. I'm Analan Man. I'm Crown Man. Alright, last call. I'm Analan Man. I know. I'm not the hero Analan deserves, but I'm the hero Analan needs. The war between me... I mean, that war has already started, I think, is what we can learn from that. Okay. Okay, it's going to be a crown. A crown, you ask cautiously. The crown of kings, he says. They say it's how a leader leads. Without the crown on your head, no one will follow you. The crown can raise an army from the farmyard or command a population to walk into the sea. He shakes his head. Sounds like a bad idea if you ask me. But if someone's got to wear it, I'd rather they were an Analan than Mampang. You sip your beer. The old man exchanges glances with the younger man sitting opposite. Okay, so... So, what should we do? Do we talk to the young man? Ask the old man about the area? Or leave the inn? Old man, what do you know? I'm a lot like you. Okay. There we go. Now the vote's up. Talk to the young man, ask the old man about the area, or leave the inn. You can get your vote in now, Arno. Alright, we got a couple votes for Ask the Old Man, one vote for Talk to the Young Man. No one wants to leave the inn yet. When we do leave, we're going to have to leave out the back window since we don't actually have any money to pay for our beer. Things go off too soon. Yes, it's the opposite problem of failure to launch. Is that the idea? Okay, we got 2 votes for Talk to the Young Man, 2 votes for Ask the Old Man about the area. Last call, we need someone to break this tie. Ask the old man about the area, Talkin says. Alright. Going once. Going twice. Alright. So, that is the answer. We're going to ask the old man about the area. You tell me something about this region, you ask. Shamutanti? Certainly. I'll tell you that around here, we're always glad to help out strangers. Okay, I'm not going to ask him, I think you're a crazy old man. Tell me what lies beyond this town. Beyond Shamutanti there are 2 paths, he says. One takes you past Aliana's home, and you will need your wits about you if she's there. The other leads up into the hills and Liaki, domain of the Great Ones. Either way you choose, I wish you the luck of Sindla on your journey. Okay, so, what should we say? Keep doing that. Who is Sindla? Who is Simba besides the Lion King? I thank you, or... Wow, I don't need your gods, I have my own. Good lord. And there we go. Now the poll's open. Exactly. And I just can't wait to be king. Try again, try guy. Yeah, you can get your vote in now, try guy. The vote wasn't up when you first tried to register. So you can do it now. Alright, going once. Going twice. And 30-second freeze on repeat messages. That's alright, though. You're voting the same way everybody else is, so. Who is Sinla? Who is Sinla? God of hopeless causes, the man replies and laughs. The crowd in the inn is starting to thin out. You finish your beer in a single draft and get to your feet. You make to leave the inn. The owner stops you, holding out his hand. Here we go. Knock him aside. You knock him easily aside and he staggers against the bar. You step out into the street. But the villagers of Kristatanti are used to tyrants and they do not stand for it. He strides right back out again and knocks you back yourself. There's no time to draw your sword or launch a fireball. Your fists will have to do. Block. Time to learn some manners, the innkeeper declares as he lunges for you. You raise your fist to block. You'll have to do better, you growl. The innkeeper feints left. Pulverize! Enough of this. Picking up a bottle, you smash it across the innkeeper's face. He ducks quickly to one side. You swing like a blacksmith, he growls. He's badly bruised. Clout! You have split his lip once and you aim to do it again. Hurrying forward quickly, you aim to break his skull. The old man's guard is down. The innkeeper rubs his arm ruefully. He steps back. Okay. You go in for another blow. You leap forward, grabbing with both hands and headbutting him. He lifts his guard to cover himself. The innkeeper stops and spits blood onto the dusty ground. Blocked. You drop back, raising your fist to protect your body. Make an idiot of me in my own bar, he cries as he comes for you. You catch and throw his punches away. Are you hoping to tickle me to death, you goad? The innkeeper paces left. Thump! Oh man, that's it? You set your stance. Grabbing a chair, you break it over his head. Quickly, he covers himself. The innkeeper is staggering, barely able to stand. The muscles in the innkeeper's arm tightened. But I blocked it. You circle away from the innkeeper. I'll make you wish your mother was here, he cries. He comes to you regardless. You block his haymaker blows, leaving him panting. Don't worry, you'll get the hang of it soon, you taunt. Bash! Enough of this. You aim a savage blow at his jaw, then you land a hit on his chin. The innkeeper spins about once and falls down on the ground, clean unconscious. 3 stamina lost, a fair fistfight. The innkeeper lies down in the dirt and stays there. You dust yourself off, take a jug of ale from the bar and drain it to refresh yourself a little. Then you nod to the crowd and leave. Time to find a place to sleep. Well, since we still don't have any gold, I'm assuming you guys are going to want to sleep outside, yes? So, instead of finding an inn, am I assuming we're going outside? Is that fair? Can't believe that the elves took all of our gold. This is all the elven part. Can I assume everyone is cool with staying outside? Yeah. I know, right? Like, take, 10 gold from them would be nice. And then go to the inn, but... Alright, I'm going to assume that everyone is cool with sleeping outside, since... finding an inn doesn't seem likely. Yeah, let's go outside. Oh, sorry, Try Guy. I just assumed that everyone was going to be in favor of going outside. Sorry. The cover of the forest is dark, and the ground is thick with fallen branches, mud, and briar. You walk for nearly an hour more, and then you pass a large tree atop a great fist of curling roots. It is a perfect spot to sleep. You have nothing left to eat. You settle down to sleep. It will not be an uninterrupted night out here under the stars surrounded by beasts, but you will still feel a little better for it. Your last thoughts are of food. You have not eaten today, but you cannot march forever on an empty stomach or you will achieve nothing but feeding the wolves. Your dreams are vivid. You feel yourself tied up, surrounded by snickering faces. Thin creatures with long fingers are picking at your pockets and the stitching of your clothing. Notice we're up to 14 stamina now maximum. We got 6 points. You feel magic boiling inside you, but it cannot be released. Meanwhile, the food in your bag is rotting, wet through from the sweat of your back. Ha ha, joke's on you, we have no food. And in the distance, a deep voice is booming with laughter. The long, cruel fingers of one hand are curled around the metal frame of a crown, and with the other he beckons you forward as if into a trap. All right. Beyond Cristatanti. You wake early and sit for a moment, in no great hurry to leave this place where you have lingered so long. This is now the third day of your journey, and the muscles in your legs are feeling lean and strong for so much walking. You spend a short while enjoying the peace, then unhurriedly collect your possessions and set off along the path. Cristatanti is surrounded by several miles of fields, a filthy town set into a bowl of mud. As you follow the path between lines of sun-baked crops, you come to a fork in the road. The right-hand way leads past a set of outbuildings, while the left heads directly off into deep woodland. So, do we go between the buildings? Or do we enter the woods? Into the woods. What do you guys think? So it's this way. Remember, we're heading up here eventually. So do we go this way or do we go this way? So enter the woods or between the buildings? Woods, buildings. And programming note, we're going to go for about another 10-15 minutes today, and then we will wrap for the evening. So woods look fun. Buildings, buildings. So woods, woods, buildings, buildings, buildings. And full of elves. Yeah, well, could well be. Buildings, buildings, buildings. Woods, woods. 3 buildings, 2 woods. All right, I'm going to last call this. 3 buildings, 2 woods. Sick of trees unless hot is an option. Never want to see a tree again. We're going to have to be careful with our spellcasting, too, because it uses stamina to do it. So we only do that if it's going to save us, like, more potential damage. All right, buildings it is. You glimpse a few people at work by the buildings. There will be precious little company on your journey, so you should take it while you can. Approaching a low wall, you see a blind beggar sheltering in the shade with his hand held outstretched. He hears your approach and clicks his fingers. Alms, would you? For love of Sindla, alms. Okay, what should we do? Look at him. I have none to give. Or walk on by. What's it going to be? Look at him. I have none to give or walk on by. We have nothing to give. Blame the Elvins. Yeah, it's a $ vote talking. It's $ vote instead of exclamation. There you go. You got it. Look at him. I have none to give or walk on by. Walk on by. All right, last call. Here's a quarter by clue. I have none to give. Okay, I have none to give. I have nothing to give, you tell the man, and he nods twice. No one ever does. Strange how you're all well fed while I'm still hungry. You walk on. A little further up the road, an ox cart trundles towards you. The driver lifts a hand. You want a lift, do you? He calls. I see you're a-walking and I'm headed this way. Okay, so... do we look at the driver? Say thank you. I know, right? Or do we look at him and say, I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. Don't know where it goes, but it's only me and I walk alone. And then when he says, what are you talking about? You say, what I'm saying is, my shadow's only thing that walks beside me. Listen, if there was an elf-hating bard, though, it would definitely be Billy Joe, whatever the hell his name is. The lead singer of Green Day. My shadow's only thing that walks beside me. Till then I walk alone. Boom, 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 boom. Look at the driver. Okay. I think all the time this look at the driver is just making sure to know what he is. He's like, clearly an elfin. Like, what? But you watch, though. There's going to be a moment in this book series where we're going to find an elfin who's going to be, like, the best guy. And we're going to be, like, we're going to treat him like garbage, and it's going to come back to bite us. Hi, stares back blankly. How are you? Disappointing. Hot. That's hot. No, I meant cast hot. Okay. So look at the driver. The driver of the cart seems honest enough. A dark-skinned farmer, probably tough enough to pull the cart himself if he had to. Are you getting in? I don't have all day, he cries. Do we get in or wave him on? We should be like, hey, while you're giving us a ride, can you give us some gold? Get in, get in. It's like the Uber of Sorcery World. He's like, please make sure to give me 5-star rating. Continue to stare while smiling. Just be like, get in, rob, and then blame it on the elves. Get in, get in. Get in. Get in. Alright, looks like we're mostly moving towards the get in. 5 get-ins. 6 get-ins. Okay. We're gonna get in. You hop aboard the cart and the driver whips his oxen into a trot. So where are you headed? He asks as he negotiates the corners and pit holes in the rugged path. Trader, I'm guessing by the looks of you. Off to Carre to sell them weapons? I hear they're buying them. So, do we say... Oh, man. Don't talk to me. That's right. Or... I'm no trader. Yeah, exactly. There you go, Miranda. I'm totally a trader. I make sure not to have any goods. I don't carry goods on me, though, or even any gold or food, because I think it's very important. I'm a minimalist trader. I basically trade my experiences. I tell you my experiences, you give me some gold. You get the better end of the deal. But, you know, I understand that it's important to give it a shot. All right, we got 4 votes for That's Right, and we've got 3 votes for I'm No Trader. I'm a trader, but I have no money yet. All right, we got tied up. That's right, and I'm no trader. We are tied up, so I'm going to last call this. We're going to need someone to break this tie, please. All right, we're going to need someone to break this tie, folks. That's right, or I'm no trader. Trader. Not traitor. Trader. There you go. Nah. Nah, not my choice, man. Not my choice. I do not do that. Your call, folks. Someone needs to break this tie. That's right, or I am no trader. As opposed to traitor. And if you need to change vote, it's $, change vote, space, and then what you are changing the vote to. Snicer has moved on to That's Right. Okay. That's Right is the winner. All right. So it's true then. Carre's getting itself ready to be invaded? Because that's what they say. They say the King of Nanaland's lost control, that a storm's coming. You look around here and you think a storm doesn't sound so bad, we could use some rain. But it's not that kind of storm. That's what I heard. Do we see, say, the king is a brave man or the king is weak? What do we see? King is a brave man or the king is weak? It's like, men are weak. Let the storm rage on. What's it going to be, folks? No, we're just going to do this done in chat. The king is a brave man or the king is weak? Cold never bothered me anyway. Let it go, let it go. Who cares about the crown of kings? Let it go, let it go. I'd rather slaughter all the bad elfins, and I don't care. I'd say brave man. Brave weakling protects elves. Brave, brave, weak. I don't know how to interpret, Snicer, what you got there. Brave, brave, weak, weak. Brave, brave, weak, weak, weak. Let's see. So we've got brave, brave, brave. And then we've got weak, 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 weak. 4 weeks, so 3 braves and 4 weeks. Choice is always first choice. 3 braves, 4 weeks. 3 braves and 4 weeks. Yeah, it's true. It was taken from them, though. It was stolen. He, like, takes off as he's like, I am the king. Execute this fool. All right. The weak wins. The king is weak. King is weak. Lost the crown, didn't he? The cart jumps a dip in the road. That's what they say. He lost the crown and there's going to be a war. The driver looks sour. The war suggests as we might be able to fight back, and it's not going to be like that, is it? Not with the crown. Do we say you should be ready for the worst, or nothing is certain? What do we say? You should be ready for the worst, or nothing is certain? Nothing is certain. Nothing, nothing. We say nothing. Nothing is certain. Nothing. No thing. All right. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Anybody else? Prepare for the worst. So we've got nothing, 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 and prepare for the worst. Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? Nothing, nothing, nothing. Prepare for the worst. And... okay. Nothing is certain. There you go. Elves and trees. Nothing is certain. The driver looks at you with a new respect in his eye. He glances at your sword, your backpack. You're traveling alone? He asks and nods. I see. May Sinla watch your footsteps then, my friend. And he nods and turns his face to the road and drives on. After half an hour or so, he reaches a wide field thick with vegetables. This is my stop, he remarks. Whoa! Try Guy MD with the subscription. Thank you. Thank you so much for the sub, Try Guy. Thank you, Try Guy. Thank you, thank you. Enjoy the emotes. Enjoy the subscription. Thank you so much. Welcome. Can we get some hype in chat? Thank you so much, Try Guy. I appreciate it. Now, is that Try Guy MD as in doctor or Try Guy from Maryland? Thank you, Try Guy. I appreciate it. Thank you. We work hard here. And I'm very proud of the community that we built up, so I'm glad to be part of it. Maryland. Cool, cool. Very, very cool. I was actually down in Maryland a few weeks ago for a conference called Farpoint, which was outside of Baltimore. So I was down in the Maryland area. Doctor of Love. Only you could tell me. I don't want to assume, you know. But thank you, Try Guys, so much. And yeah, we do a lot of tabletop on this channel. Of course, we do these game book playthroughs as well. I'm an author, so I do a lot of writing. So a bunch of different stuff that we do here as well. Oh, that's... I don't think... Yeah, I think I knew that... I think you had mentioned last time, Snicer, that you might have worked in Maryland. I didn't know you used to live there. That's cool. Okay, thank you for the lift. No trouble, the driver replies. He jumps down. Oh my god. Get down myself or steal the cart. Alright, so what are we going to do, people? Get down myself or steal the cart? Get down, get down, get down, get down. I'm not even sure what the help is for stealing the cart, though. Like, what does that do? If we could sell it, that'd be one thing. Yeah, that's true. This is the first guy who wasn't a total dick. Get down, yeah. Pretty much. This is the first guy who wasn't a jerk. Well, the Sidemaster Sergeant wasn't totally a jerk. Get down. He's not a jerk. Get down. All right. Get down must resist. All right, looks like we're doing get down. You hop down off the cart. You feel a little better for the restful journey. Oh, nice. We got a point of stamina. The driver smiles and heads off towards his field. You watch him for a moment. It's an enormous crop and he has a lot of work ahead of him. Ah, will we offer to help him or bid him farewell? We could get some crops, guys. We could get some vegetables. Carrots, cabbage, potatoes. That's true, or no. Food. Okay, food. Food, help, eat food. Food. Yeah, I was just looking at that. I'm like, sounds all right. Plus, we can give this guy some help. Food. Looks like we're going to get a chance to offer to help him. Just see these big 0 in the 0 rations. All right. Let's offer to help then. Wait, you call. I'll help you. The driver stops, looks at you for a long moment, then grins. Well, if you must. You help him out for an hour or so, time you can afford since you made such good progress on the cart. Once you've finished, he offers you a portion of vegetables to take with you as payment. You thank him and then take your leave. You also munch through a meal's worth as you work. We got 2 points of stamina and we got our rations. Let's go. Delicious. We got some carrots, we got some cabbage, we got some potatoes. That guy was a bro. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Outstanding. All right. So I think once we get past this gate, this will be where we will close up shop for the evening. So, at the giant gate. My man! Steal the field and put it in the cart. You continue along the path, climbing. Your legs feel strong and lean. By the end of this journey, you'll be built like a mountain goat. The afternoon progresses long and easy. This place you're walking through seems thick with desolation, as if it was long ago abandoned. And then we get to confirm, oh my god! Uncle Elias! Welcome back, Uncle Elias, with the resub. What is up? I have not seen you in here for a long time, Elias. Good to see you, man. I saw you the other day on GOG, of course. I believe. I think it was that. Or maybe it was Kilgore's channel. I think it was GOG. But welcome back, dude. Always a pleasure to see you, Uncle Elias. Thank you so much for the resub. Thank you, sir. I think that brings us up to, with the new subs tonight as well, I think we're up to like 44, 45 subs. So we're moving back up there. One of the things I want to be able to do is, if we can hit the 50 sub point plateau, which we're only a few away from, I think we need to get another 3 or 4 subs, then we'll open up, that means that Twitch should calculate it, which means that we will open up another emote slot down the line. We already have like 2 or 3 more that are coming to us over the next couple of months. Kilobyte, in fact, is going to be working on one such emote, a new emote right now as we speak. And that other one is going to be opening up as we go into the future months. So that'll be cool as well. But thank you so much, Elias. I really appreciate it. Always a pleasure. This afternoon progresses long and easy. The place you are walking through seems thick with desolation, as if it was long ago abandoned. And then, as if to confirm your thought, you come across 2 enormous stone pillars listing slightly either side of the road. They form a gate, but the gate is 3 times the height of a man. Okay, this one I'm not even going to ask. I think we should obviously look them over. Oh, you worked at Penguin Random House. Ah, very nice, very nice. That is good stuff, Snicer. I would love nothing more than to be able to see some of my stuff get published by Penguin down the line. As all of the big 6 become the big 5, and you know the publishers all consolidate type of things. But no, Penguin's always been very good. I'm going to look these over because, yeah. Peering closely, you make out the faded remains of carved characters. In the own script, L and K. The remnant of a spell of fortune, perhaps, or of binding for these now fallen stones. Well, let's go through. There is nothing for it but to go forwards. Okay. I think we can at least do the through the gate. You step into the shadow of the enormous gate. The ruins of walls line the path either side, but these are walls built from blocks the size of ox carts. Centuries ago, this must have been a palace of a king 12 feet tall. Now it has been leveled, and the stones stolen for the field walls and foundations of the villages all around. Interesting. Ah, okay. This will be our last decision here before we do continue climbing, which is investigate the ruins, or continue climbing. So, do we investigate the ruins, or do we continue climbing, folks? Investigate the ruins or keep on climbing? Investigate, investigate. Ruins, ruins. So we got investigate, 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 basically. Investigate. Hey, Durable with a resub. Thank you so much. They subscribed for 6 months, clearly in a 6-month streak. Thank you so much, Durable. And also Ruins. Thank you so much, Durable. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all the resubs and the subs, everybody. Okay, looks like everyone is in favor of the Ruins. So let's do that. You take a moment to clamber out over the ruins and off the path until you are surrounded by waist-high grasses. The ground rises and falls sharply around the outlines of horses and buildings. You trace the line of a street wide enough to run 3 carts abreast that leads quickly downhill towards a forest. Once this place was rich and plentiful. What happened here to remove every last trace of these colossal people? Oh, I'm sorry. I beg your pardon, Marinda. You're right. One person said to keep moving. I beg your pardon. True, true. True points. True facts. Okay, so what should we do? Do we follow the street? Whoops. Do we look inside a house? Or do we go back to the path? What do we do, folks? Do we follow the street, look inside a house, or go back to the path? I'm hoping we're going to look inside one of these houses and find, like, 50 gold stacks. You know? Yeah, exactly what you just said, Ernell. Yeah. Old gold coins are a treasure. Exactly, exactly, exactly. Maybe there's some treasure inside the house. Wow. These people are like, we definitely want to look inside a house. Rich and plentiful. Yeah, it looks like people are pretty definitively in favor of looking inside a house. So, let's do that. You stop by the edge of a house. The side wall only stands as high as your knees. Grass nods above it. Looking inside, you can make out the edges of a fireplace, the back wall, and an adjoining area. Perhaps a grain store or a bedroom. So, do we... Whoops. Whoops. Don't want your damn charm. Should we search in the grass? Splendor in the grass. Follow the street down. Or head back to the path. Yeah, exactly. It's better than 0, right? You know, if we somehow come back after that horrific start, if we somehow come back from it and end up doing okay at the end of this, I'm going to be pretty proud of us, considering how things started. I feel like everything's looked up since we met Vegetable Bro. We met Farmer Bro, and everything kind of started looking up, you know? Okay, it looks like people want us to search in the grass. All right. Also check for ticks. That's very true. You take a few moments to search through the long grasses and find nothing until your hand closes on a clay pot near one wall. It is shape of a wine jug, but about 3 times the usual size. Around the neck is a red stain. Wine, or maybe blood. It is impossible to tell. The base of the pot has been smashed away, perhaps by age, perhaps by someone unhappy with the contents. You leave the pot behind. So, do we follow the street down or head back to the path? Exactly. Cabbage, carrots, cabbage, potatoes. Do we follow the street down or head back to the path? This one I'm just going to put as a regular, like, just 2-person, 2-vote thing. So you can just tell me in chat. Follow the street or head back to the path. Follow, follow, follow street. I know, so far, but at least we haven't been attacked yet. Follow, follow, follow street, street, street. Okay, looks like everyone's in favor of the street. Follow the street. Okay. I think the chat wishes to follow the street. You follow the line of the street down the slope of the hill. The further you go from the path, the more overgrown the ruins become until you can barely make out their outlines at all. After a while, you're not following the street at all, but simply holding to the same line. You approach the edge of a thick woodland. Ah, okay. So now we have 2 choices. We can either enter the tree line, which is down here, or we can turn back and climb. So this is kind of heading us back towards the woods, or we take the mountain path. So, I don't know. It's up to you guys. I mean, I feel like if we were going to do this, we could have done this back here. Like, I don't know why we would go back now, if that's what they mean. But, so do we go turn back and climb, which was Miranda's thought originally, or do we enter the trees? What do you want to do? I love the little atmospheric sounds in the background. I know, right? Or no? Okay, Durable says climb. Look at all those red quills in chat. Oh, man, I love it. And Uncle Elias with the bronze quill, of course. Snicer's got the white quill, but he will get there. Treeline, burn the elves, avoid the giants. Climb, 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 climb. Miranda says climb. Okay. So people are definitely in favor of climbing. All right. Climbing it is. Okay. The path crosses over a low, broken wall and then rises sharply uphill through a pass. After a while, you see two cave mouths, one to the left of the path and another to the right. Listen to this sound. Man. So, I said that was going to be the last decision, but I just want us to take a look here. So, look, we started down here, right? We went up here. We dealt with the stupid freaking elf. We went through the grass, fell down the hill, saved ourselves, dealt with the stupid elves, got knocked out, got all our stuff taken, went up to Kristatani, got in a fight with the innkeeper, got some beer, talked to an old man, got in a fight with the innkeeper, knocked his old ass out, came out, then went up this way, went through the, met Farmer Bro, got some vegetables, food, started feeling better, went up through the gate, passed through the gate, looked through the ruins, found some stuff that wasn't really manageable, was going to go down to the forest, but turned around and climbed. And so we ended up here. So this is the Shamutanti Hills. We're going to end up here. Kare is what's going to leave us to Book 2, which is the City Port of Traps. But this is right here. Right here is where we are headed, and that is where I believe we are going to come to a stop. Awesome. This was great, guys. I hope that are people enjoying this so far? Because this is like, again, like as I said, this game book, it starts even a little bit slowly and then it just gets more and more awesome. Like the books just get more and more awesome. So I hope that we're sort of looking at this, that you folks are enjoying it and that you're looking at that sort of down the line, because that's the plan. And the plan, again, for those of you who are not here as far as video games are concerned or the like, is to do this, which is, again, Sorcery. And then once we're done with the Sorcery series, then I'm going to do Phantom Doctrine, then Wild Arms ACF, then The Witcher 3, and finish up The Witcher 3, then Deus Ex Human Revolution, then Breath of Fire 3, and then Neverwinter Nights 2, which is The Mask of the Betrayer. And after that, it all gets a lot more fuzzy, but that's what we're looking at as well. So you just found all of your Fighting Fantasy game books? Yeah, they really are. And I do the game books. I usually do the game book once a month with Terry Toons doing the illustrations. But because this is being done with Inkle, this is a little bit different. So this will be in addition to our game book illustration stream that we do once a month with a live cartoonist having this. But it's good stuff. And I love the look and feel of it too. It just, again, like I said, this thing, and for those of you who missed it, this thing which has this, this is my handwriting when I was like 11 or 12 up top. But down below, that is my father's handwriting. So it's pretty special to me because I actually played it with him back in the day, which was pretty cool. He was, this is hard for me to believe. So he was killed in a car accident when I was in graduate school. And it was 1998. So it's been 20 years. That is crazy that my father has been gone for 20 years. Wow. Wow. So anyway. Oh, really, Elias? No kidding. Yeah, it was kind of interesting when I came across that, and I was like, that's pretty sweet. That's pretty cool. So yes, exactly. We could do both. Why not both? Anyway. Yeah, for sure. It was cool sort of going through that and finding it, but these books are amazing. So if you can find these books, by the way, and get them, because they're so good. And the Inkle ones that we're playing, that whole elfin thing, That doesn't happen in here. So that, as I said, that definitely the game goes off and sort of develops and fleshes out and stuff as well. So that's pretty neat. And we finished the Bard's Tale 4 Barrows Deep. So that was good as well. But I'm going to head on out of here on Tuesday. We are going to do a raid, though, so don't leave yet, everybody. But I'm going to head on out of here. On Tuesday, I will be back on this channel at noon Eastern for Adventures of Middle-earth. And then at 4 p.m., I will be moving over to GOG for my Pen and Pixel show and continuing, hopefully finishing up Thronebreaker as well. Amazon has them. Oh, nice, nice. So that's the deal with that. And I also want to remind everybody that a week from Tuesday, this launches. So a week from Tuesday, Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library launches. Now, for those of you who don't know what this is a Kickstarter which is being run by a press called Alligator Alley Entertainment. Those are the people that did my Esper Genesis sponsored campaign. They sponsored that campaign. The space opera, which is based on D&D 5e rules. This adventure was written by me. I've been running these adventures for the Writers' Symposium at Gen Con, which I've been a member of for many years. And I've done this for the symposium last couple of years. We're going to close out the trilogy of this set of adventures this year. And Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library is basically that adventure in written form. It's designed to take characters from levels 1 to level 3. It is fully compatible with D&D 5e, but you can put it into any city, anywhere in your homebrew campaign, or in the Forgotten Realms, or Greyhawk, or wherever else you want. The cool thing about this, though, is that it's not just an adventure, but also a source book, one of the cool things. So as we hit stretch goals for the Kickstarter, we will have more and more contributors, both speculative fiction authors, people that you know, and also members of the tabletop gaming community as well, who are going to contribute sort of like things you would find in the library. So bestiaries, like spells, maps, bits of lore, items, weapons, things like that. All things that you can actually use for your own campaign. So it's going to be a source book, but it's also going to be themed to the library. And as you can see, the art's pretty sweet. I'm very excited about this. I've got a number of publishing projects that I'm involved in this year. This is the first one, and obviously, I'm going to be relying on the community to help with these publishing projects as well. So I hope that you folks are going to be interested in this and are looking forward to it. The Kickstarter, as I say, will be launching at noon Eastern a week from Tuesday. So Tuesday the 19th is when it's happening. So please make sure you get a note, and that's good stuff. And also, that's cool, Snicer, that Penguin still has a book. That's awesome. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. It just came out really, really well. So that's going to be cool. Yeah. No. I will not do so, Kel. I will definitely not do so. But anyway, so definitely check that one out. And while we're on the subject, for all those lovely people who supported me today, thank you so, so much. And let me remind everyone ways to do that. If you haven't done so already, please follow the channel. Check out YouTube with !ArvTube, where you will see all the past broadcasts of the stream. !ArvCord will get you to my Discord channel, where you can hang out with the Arvanauts in between streams. As you can see, we are a fun and friendly bunch. !Arv Tweets will get you over to my Twitter. You can follow me over there. I always tweet there when I go live. Fair warning, I talk over there about writing, about teaching, about my family, about music, which I play in a band as well, about gaming, about streaming, about politics. So it's all about me. So just be aware if you go over there. And then !Arv Shop will allow you to check out the merchandise area, where you can pick out stuff for my campaign that's been running the longest, my Infinity and Beyond campaign. Definitely also make sure to check out arvaneleron.com, which is my website for this site, which has all the audio podcasts of Curse of Strahd. We're posting them as we get them. They run behind the video podcast, but still over time you'll be able to listen to more and more content. There's already, I think, probably 15, 16 hours of content on the audio podcasts up there. Also check out speculatesf.com, which I co-host, which is an actual play podcast currently running through a sequence on scum and villainy, which is a lot of fun, co-hosted by Mike Underwood, who comes around here sometimes as well. And then last but certainly not least, the Patreon, right there, sitting at $367.96. That's something which is really the financial backbone of the channel. Really cool stuff you can get for the channel: an epic character background written about you, an epic poem. You can get a copy of one of my band's albums. You can get a chance to inspire the campaigns. You actually can give inspiration to the players based on the tier that you support. So that's always appreciated. And again, the goal there is to get that up to $420 by the end of the year. And then last but certainly not least, that sub button, which so many of you were kind enough to hit today. I think we're right now up to like 45, 46 subs, and the goal is to get to 80 by the end of the year, but I would like to, by the end of March, be past 50 and like maybe 53, 54. So hopefully we can continue. And again, there too, you get some new awesome emotes and custom sub badges and stuff as well. So that would be great. We are going to be doing a raid 420 on 420. Nice, nicer. I didn't think about that. That's good stuff. So we are going to do a raid, and the way the raids work are as follows. I'm going to bring people over with an automatic raid, by the way. So stick around, and then we will automatically go over there. And when we arrive in the channel, if you could do this, it would be awesome. The Arvanauts have landed, followed by Twitch raid, lowercase Twitch, uppercase R, lowercase AID. You can feel free to practice that in chat if you like. That's if you're not a sub. If you are a sub, you can do this, which is the Arvanauts have landed, followed by Arvin E Hype. And that will put up the Get Hyped button. And because many of you today have been kind enough to resub or sub for the first time, you will have a chance to do this. And you can use that here, there, and everywhere. So if you guys can do this when we actually arrive at the channel, it all looks nice and cool and awesome, and that'll be good stuff. Otherwise, I'm going to be here on Tuesday. Also, quick reminder this coming week. Tuesday, again, AME at 12 o'clock, noon Eastern. And then we've got GOG, Pen and Pixels at 4 p.m. Then at Thursday, we'll be streaming Emberwind on my channel. Remember, that doesn't involve me. That's John Helfer's streaming for Brahms, Sod, Marie, and Jennifer Brozek, Marie Bilodeau and Jennifer Brozek. That's happening Thursday evening. Hopefully they can not do a TPK this time. And then Friday, I will be down in Florida at the International Conference for the Fantastic and the Arts. If you're anywhere near Orlando, would love to meet any or all of you. But either way, I will be doing a panel presentation and a reading on Saturday. Friday, I will be there and hanging out, and at Friday night, I will be streaming, possibly live with Carlos Hernandez from my Aspergenesis game, Friday evening, and then Saturday evening, we'll be again streaming live from the hotel with the power of Arvbox, which will be brought to you, Arvbox 2.0, with Curse of Strahd, with my Infinity and Beyond campaign. So that'll be good times. I'm looking forward to it. Thanks, Aaron. You've been more than generous. More than generous. That'll be great. It's on the road to Michigan, swing by. But thank you all so much. I want to thank everyone who made this an awesome stream tonight. Thank you to my wonderful mods. Thank you to Aridinel, Dragon Spear, Kilobyte. Much love to all of you. Great job. The best mods in the business. And Kill, I will double check Discord when I get done with the stream tonight. Glad to hear that you're doing okay. Of course, thanks to my wonderful subs, Dragon Spear, Kilobyte, Echo Aridinel, Echo Alpha X5, Nonstop, Nordwolf, Brahms, Durable, Red Lear, Rock God, Slicer to New, Try Guy, Maryland. Again, thanks for the new sub tonight, Try Guy, and Uncle Elias. Thank you for the resubs and the new subs, everybody. It really makes a difference. Thank you, thank you. Thank you also to those who support the Patreon that didn't show up that way as well. Thank you to my wonderful viewers, to Banana Man, Big Black Tar, Claws, or actually Clawx, Combustible Dan, Commander Root Terminologies. What's up, man? Thank you to Jagdris, to JLC. Thank you to Joby Essen, to Mubat for some reason. Thank you to Marinda, who, of course, gave us some ideas for some of the characters for that Forbidden Library before. So thank you to Marinda. Thank you to Mr. Mano. Thank you to Mrs. Dunsel. Thank you to No Name Namer, to Atakin, Polizei, Positivity Bot for always keeping me positive. Thank you to PKD fan, Rusty Exam, Rusty Texan. Yeah, that's right, Rusty Texan. I don't think I've seen you in here, Rusty Texan. I hope you like what you saw and heard before, and will support the stream by following and subbing and doing Patreon stuff if you can. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to Tade. Thank you to you, Christensen. Thank you to V&K, to Video Store Cowboy. Always a pleasure, Johnny. Thank you to Virgo Praz, and thank you to Wicked Lovely. Wicked Lovely, that name sounds really familiar to me. I don't know. You might have been here before. If so, welcome back, and if not, welcome in, and I hope you will consider supporting in the ways that I mentioned before. But thank you for tuning in so much as always. Much love to everybody. It's true, Strahd is an elf. You're all the best, and I will see you folks on Tuesday afternoon, excuse me, for Adventures of Middle-earth. I'm going to head out now, and don't forget, we're going to be jumping our clocks forward in just a minute, so in just a little bit. So it's time to spring forward in the U.S. because we're weird. Not if you're in Europe, though, just if you're in the U.S. But that's it for me. I will see all of you folks on Tuesday. Until then, everyone be good to each other. Bard's Tale 4, Barrows Deep complete, Sorcery beginning, and I'll see you on Tuesday at 12 for Adventures of Middle-earth. Until then, be good to each other. Have a good night.
Fresh and new when it all seemed when your aim was straight and true. Were your mind untroubled by the questions in the dark? Content to play your part, open pathways to your heart. Were your life untainted by a host of broken dreams? When all your acts were queens, understood all that it means? Could you have understood the way your life was bound? Did you ever wonder how you got from there to now? Oh yes, you're gonna fly away from here, where the sky grows more clear, and your problems disappear, drift away down below. Watch them go down to your friends, where the trouble never ends, and there's always just one more day left to go. Go on and search now through your pile of broken lies and your set of fake goodbyes. Another cynical disguise.